Today, I'll be looking at Transformers Beast Wars Mach Kick. Let's see how special this little pony really is. Mach Kick's alt mode is a horse. Of course. Proportions are actually very well done considering this thing changes into a robot. His eyes are painted and there's a little dab of white on his nose. The horse's tail is fibrous, meaning it can be brushed, if one desires. The molded-in details, including muscles and veins, really add to the look of the figure. He falls apart a little at the back, and on the bottom, where a gaping hole reveals robot parts. Not that there's much that could have been done about it, I suppose. 2, though his front legs are jointed, his rear legs are less so, and that makes him not quite as posable as he could be. Still, it's a great-looking horse, and alt mode gets an 8. Transformation for Mach Kick is certainly unique. He is a bit of a shell former, but not completely so. Following the precedent set by many other beast formers before him, the animal's head becomes one of his hands. Transformation gets a 7.5. In robot mode, Mach Kick looks fairly decent. He sort of reminds me of a Power Ranger. Head sculpt has got a scowl similar to the one sported by many other Beast-era figures, and even has a ponytail made of that same fibrous hair from his alt mode's tail. He's got one normal robot arm, while the other arm is made up of the horse's neck and head, creating a bit of asymmetry. The robot legs are made up of the beast mode's hind legs, but are much more involved than the usual stand a beast up on its rear legs and done. As a result, they look really nice. Of course, the bot mode suffers from more than its fair share of kibble. Horse panels hang off of his shoulder and rear thighs, and he's got a backpack made up of the horse's belly and front legs. I still say he's fairly decent looking, and I'm giving robot mode an 8. Mach Kick's articulation is okay for a Beast-era figure. Arms move decently enough, as do the legs, but kibble will hinder movement somewhat. One thing to note is that his midsection is on a ball joint, and my figure, at least, is a little on the floppy side because of it. Articulation gets a 7. The design of the figure employs the beast former trick of having part of the beast mode become a weapon. In this case, it's the horse's tail, which doesn't so much turn into an axe as it simply is attached to an axe, which he can then hold in his hand. His other gimmick involves the horse's head. It can extend on an accordion-style hinge to attack enemies, and yes, it works in alt mode too. Gimmicks get a 7. Overall, Mach Kick scores a 7.5. Alt mode is well sculpted, but not articulate enough. Transformation does some unexpected things. Robot mode looks good, if a bit kibbly. Articulation is held back by that same kibble. Gimmicks are okay, but nothing more than that. All in all, a solid package. Recommended. Mach Kick was a figure that was exclusive to Japan. As such, he can be a novelty for Beast Wars collectors in the US, UK, and elsewhere. Quirkiness aside, he's got his charm. I say pick him up, as long as you can find him for a reasonable price. Thanks for watching, and remember, Mach Kick believes that friendship is magic.